I get my brake joint lining. Two-piece lining. The rivets tightly mount the lining to the shoe, top and bottom. The rivets, no exposed, no metal shaving, oil or grease saturated on the lining. Don't forget the lining wear not less than 1/4 inch. Two-piece lining. The rivets tightly mount the lining to the shoe. Not bent in, twist and crack. The inside of my brake drum surface should be smooth, no groove, gouge, scoring, not bent in, twist and crack. No oil or grease, metal shaving saturated inside the brake drum. Check my tire inside, outside, side walls on the drive wheel tires. Looking for tread separation or exposure on the side walls. No bulges in the tire, cut, crack, tear, hole, both sides of the tires, inside, outside surface. No leak from the tire. Minimum tread depth for the tires on the same axle. Not less than 2/32. Even where no mismatched tire sizes on the same axle. Check the inflation by hitting them with a hammer or locate the valve stem. Stick a tire pressure gauge to the valve stem to get the tire manufacturer pressure on the tire, 120 psi. Valve stem inside, outside, not bend, not twist, not crack, no leak. Steel rim, we check the factory wells to make sure they're not cracked. There is some surface rust, not bend, not twist. Potholes free of debris. No crack at the lug nut holes, no oblong lug nut holes. No rust streak indicate the lug nut loose. All the lug nut present, tightly mounted, bolted to the wheel hub, not bent in, twist or crack. The drive axle, all are nothing but present. Tightly mount the drive axle to the drive axle wheel hub. There is a seal out here. No leak, but the outer and the inner seal. Okay, we did the suspension, the drop leaf. We did the airbag, the shock absorber. Nothing but present, bolted to the frame. Nothing but present, bolted to the drop leaf. Bracket on the bottom. Not bent in, twist, crack, no leak from the shock absorber. Check my coupling, the federal mounting bolt plate on this side, the angle line on both sides, all the nuts and bolts present. They both the mounting bolt plate or the angle plate to the frame, then I bent in, twist, crack. I got my sliding track for the foot wheel, it's locked in place over here. I can adjust them forward, backwards, all the nuts and bolts are present, they tightly mounted to the mounting bolt plate. Check my plastic air hose, goes to the cylinder. The couplings are tight, the threads not stripped, no leak on both ends. The plastic hose not crack, no leak. Check my pedestal, the base tightly nuts and bolts present. They tightly bolted to the platform, fed wheel platform. They're not bent in, twist, crack. The pedestal, the walnut crack. We got pivot pin, tightly mount the fifth wheel plate to the top of the apron. The panel twist, lock in place with a nut and bolt. On the inside and on the outside, they're properly greased. Top of the fifth wheel, no daylight, no gap, properly greased. The trailer skid plate, they're not rusted. The well's not cracked, properly greased. The apron on the back, not bent, no twist, properly greased. And then we move to the back. We do this wheel like I did that wheel. The suspension, the brake, and the tires. My mud flap wide enough to cover both wheels, long enough to protect from wrist to tail, all or nothing but present both into the bracket. Not that end twist of crack. Check the electrical wires on both sides of the tail lights. Check the connection that are tightly connected, plugged in place. No bare wires cut, crack, or freeze. I got two tail lights on the back. The lamp, plastic. Nothing both present, bolted to the bracket on the frame on both sides. The wires are connected, no bare wires. The lenses are on the perimeter. There's a reflector. Also a clear window for the reverse light and license plate light. Clean that crack on both sides, working order, left hand signal light. That signal 4 has a flash, a brake light, service light, license plate light, all in working order. License plate tightly mounted to the bracket. And I get lead hand connections on the back. They're locked in place with a dummy electrical light plug. Then a bend or twist. I got a pinto hook back here. Then they both there to the plate on the back of the frame. Then a bent twist of crack. Then a D-ring for the chain. And that is the track on this side. I'm gonna go the other side. Look what we get on the other side. I will do the one mirror like I did the other side. I got a muffler under here. The pipe connected to the exhaust pipe on the side of the engine. We check all the clamps to make sure the clamps tightly mount, all the pipes in place. No black soot indicate leak. No crack, no bend, no twist. 2 straps right here. Nothing both present. We tightly mount the muffler to the bracket for the tank strap. In a bent end twist crack, the muffler in a bent end twist crack, no hole, no rod, no black soot indicate leak. They're connected to the exhaust pipe. We got a bracket over here, nothing but present, both there to the frame. The wells are not cracked. This is the extension coming out of the muffler, connected to the elbow. The well's not cracked. No black soot indicate leak. Check the clamp. Nothing but present. Take the both the pipe, the elbow to the bottom of the muffler. The heat shield, the bracket, nothing but present. They tightly mount the heat shield to the muffler for the exhaust pipe. There's rust. Then a bent end twist crack, no hole, no black soot indicate leak. The muffler, the clamp, the U-bolt, they tightly mount the muffler to the elbow and to the bracket up there on the upright. Then a bent end twist of crack. No hole, no leak from the muffler, black soot. The heat shield, we get rust. Nothing but present, they tightly bolted to the muffler bracket. And then I have my grab bar to go in with the 3-point. Check the step, nothing but present, bolted to the frame, front L bracket, 2 air tanks, the wire straps on both of them. They take them up the tanks to the L bracket, bolted to the frame. The tank's not bent and twist crack, no hole, no leak. The valve, no leak from the valve. The thread's not stripped or damaged. Utility box locked in place. Utility box, nothing more present, bolted to the bracket. There is some rust. Still serviceable. And I will check this side, suspension, the same as I did the other side. leak for the airbags. There's no damage, visible damage that I can see. No leak from the wheels. Airbags, no leak, no hot fractures, and that's completes the cab. Yeah. Or you might get only the trailer, which includes the hoses and the board and back.
Yeah.
Or you might do only the engine, like we did yesterday.
Mm.
The engine. Gotta do the in cab, and then they can come do the